All right, I'm gonna pass it forward to Matt. It's gonna be roll call.
James Torres.
Present.
Ozzy Corrales.
Present.
Matt Shakes is present. Fabio Bobby.
Present.
Thomas Farah.
Present.
Frank Stella.
Present.
Mr. Sharon Brower.
Present.
April Dano. Gian Delmonica.
Present.
Holly Beth Desmond. Crystal Ferriero. Natalia Fuller. Bridget Garcia. Jennifer Gonzalez.
Present.
Jillian Harris.
Present.
Kennedy Hill. Lydia Luther.
Present.
William Branas. Wait, I'm sorry. Lily, you want to check?
Here. I'm here.
Yes, Lydia Branas. Pierce Mott.
Present.
Gianna Rose.
Present.
Bubba Savali. Savali. Shania Vanover. Edward Rivera. Dr. Valerie Interest.
Leave.
Arthur Patrick. Darcy Dubois.
Present.
All right, and
Good. Good.
I'm looking for a motion to approve the agenda for today. Motion by Sharon, second by Pierce. And then we're gonna meet Mojave. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Any abstentions? Motion passed. Now we're gonna move on to open forum, but all right, so we got nothing for open forum today. We're gonna be moving on to officer announcements. I'm gonna be moving the floor to James Torres.
Everybody, welcome back. We missed you all, but we got a lot of work ahead of us. I'm glad everybody's back. I'm pretty sure everybody else is back. If I didn't get the email. We've been working a lot over the break as well. We got a lot of events that we're bringing up tonight, but we're going to need a lot of people's help. So, like I said, welcome back, and I yield the floor back to the chief.
All right, I'm gonna yield the floor to Ashley Corrales for her announcements.
Hello, thank you guys for being here tonight. What do we have? Oh, so now we've had to replace our vice president for freshman class. So now Chloe Cabral is no longer that position. I believe her name is Jordan Ross is now taking over. So congratulations to them. They still have a full board so they can continue on with their events and start planning things for the spring semester. And I believe they've already requested an operating budget, so that's pretty good and exciting. Again, sophomore class, it's still vacant. We're missing a treasurer and a secretary. So if you're in the sophomore class or know of anybody who's in a sophomore class and would like to participate in that, let them reach out to me and we can get in touch and kind of set up with that. But thank you. That's all I have for tonight. And give the floor back to the speaker.
All right, I'm gonna yield the floor to the secretary, Matthew Jakes, for his announcements.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you all for being here tonight. I'd like to first start off with our roundtable event that will be held between the student government and the leaders of the organizations on Wednesday, February 15th from 12 p.m. to 1:50 p.m. at Gauge 100. In other news, we also booked the stories at Crown Plaza this year for the Student Organization Award ceremony. And tonight we are opening the cabinet positions of Chief of Staff and Student Organization Coordinator. Those will be open from tonight to noon on February 3rd, and we will conduct interviews on February 7th, and the announcement of who will take over as those positions will be on February 8th during our next month. I yield the floor.
All right, yield the floor to Treasurer Fabio Bobby for her announcements.
Hi, good evening, everyone. My name is Fatia Bacari. Okay, so my announcement today is that there is one more Parliament spot on Finance Commission. I need any help I can get, or any need any help in finance because it's a lot of work. And we are going into budget year, and budget year is where we budget for next year. So I need as much help as possible. So if you're interested in finance and budgeting, we'll most support for Parliament members. Thank you. Give it back to.
All right, now it's time for my announcements. So for bylaws, I'm gonna start having the meetings Friday, probably during the day, like the 12 to 4 range. I can wait. Set something concrete, but trying to have like a good time, not too late, like last semester. And also, actually, I don't really have anything else. Mostly just my commission, and I'm gonna yield the floor to the speaker. Right?
Thank you, Tom. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming. I hope you're all doing well. I want to announce that I'm looking for members for the Conditions and Services Committee. So essentially, Conditions Services, what we do is that you're like the voice of the school, and you're responsible for overseeing and evaluating all these different services and facilities that the school provides, making sure that like if students are satisfied with the hours at the library, like as an example. So people that want to have like a direct role on making the campus a better place should see this committee as a good opportunity to do that. And the timing is likely going to be Wednesday afternoons. I'm a little flexible with it, but I really want to do Wednesday afternoons. So if you're interested and you have that availability, just come see me after the meeting and we can talk about it. I can get your contact info and we can start talking. But other than that, I'm doing as part of my job is to do a survey with the whole student body, and that's going to be released in hopefully mid-February. And that's another thing that Conditions and Services do. So our first meetings, you could expect, if you join, to be looking through this survey with me, trying to see if it's good, to send out to the student body. And if it is, then when we get that data, we're going to be able to pour through it and see how we can help make this campus a better place. And that's all I have right now. So I look forward back to Speaker Thomas here.
All right, and now we're just gonna be doing old business. I'm gonna be yielding the floor to President James.
Again, welcome back, everybody. For those that don't know, we just had our 49th anniversary last Sunday. So it's a pretty big thing. It's 49 years of SCG being on campus. And hopefully next year, if most of you are still here or all of you still here, we're planning on having like a big event for that. So that's kind of something we've been thinking about so far. We've been thinking about like inviting back like all old Parliament members, old cabinet members as well, you know what I mean, from all 49 years. I don't know if most of them are still alive, but hopefully they are, and everyone's up to join us. But all right, so moving on to old business. We have an update on the operating agreement that the college needed from us. So we got the final draft back from our lawyer, Kaz, and it looks pretty good. We're like this close to having it. It's just like some wordage, like verbiage that needs to be changed, because we decided that some of it, like, I don't want to word it wrong, but it can be misconstrued, you know, like saying that we have supervisors and stuff like that. I think more like liaison would probably be a little better word for it, you know. But that's in the works. Hopefully we'll have that done by the next Parliament meeting. SCG bylaws, that's the big one we had to get done, that and the operating agreement. So we're pretty close to that as well. So the next time Thomas and the bylaws and adjudications committee meet, they're gonna have a vote for it, they're gonna push it through, and then the next Parliament meeting, we'll vote on it, and that'll be squared away, so we'll have that checked off on that. Moving on to new business. All right, so this is like the meat and potatoes of it. It looks long, but it really isn't. All right, so if you have any questions, can you just refrain from my answer? Ask him right now, and then we'll ask at the end, and I'll ask reply to any questions you guys have. All right, so first order of business, we're planning a Valentine's Day party for a big kickoff. So it's going to be an 18+ event. It's going to be here. We have enough room there for 240 people. We're going to need help setting this up. If anybody's interested with that, you can reach out to Ashley. And we have a lot of work to do on that. Like, I mean, like, it's going to be like a big thing because there hasn't been any big parties on campus. Originally, this was gonna be our first alcohol event, because, the campus is the administration is trying to move it to where it's not gonna be a dry campus as much as before. So they wanna see that we can be responsible and nobody's gonna be starting fights, you know. We're all adults, you know, so, that's their big concern. So originally, we wanted to do it 18, 21, and have a three drink limit, you know, and but we had 18 to 19, 20 were in there, and we couldn't do it less. Yeah, 18 plus up was probably better. But so basically, their policy for campus is that if you have an alcohol event, anybody under 21 cannot attend. I don't know if that can be fixed later on, and we can talk to them, but that's what it is as it stands right now. So we thought about it, and we're actually scratching this off the agenda. Do I have to do it right now to try to scratch it off the agenda? Yeah, we're no longer doing it. All right, so we came up with an idea. Yeah. Sorry, yeah. So yeah, I already scratched it off. All right, yeah. So all right, we're no longer doing a biannual beer pong tournament, which was our second event that we wanted to do because we didn't want to copy any other organizations their event, you know. So we thought beer pong would be a pretty cool thing to have, you know what I mean, just set up teams come in. So we'll work on that, but not for now. Well, if anybody has any suggestions later on, get with Ashley or myself or anybody here, and we can make that happen. What's that? Yeah, I have to amend it, so we have to vote for it, right? All right. Can I get a motion to amend section 5? Is that section 5?
6.
Letter A out of section 5 to remove the biannual beer pong tournament. First by Mr. Fuhrer, second by Mr. Jakes. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Any abstentions? Motion passed. Thank you, sir. All right. So moving on to the next one, we have this pretty cool idea. So all these pictures here, we want to get rid of it because it just reminds you of misery. It seriously does. Like we're damn near done with COVID. We want it where people start smiling, people start talking with each other, we're all interacting, you know, so like that's pretty depressing. I don't know, it looks like a nice picture, but we want everybody smiling on campus, you know, so we're gonna have a big contest. So all the organizations that are under SCG, that are part of SCG, we're gonna have a contest for each organization, as a whole, where you take pictures around campus with your organization. First place will get $1,000 added onto their budget. Second place will get like $600, and is there 600? Yeah, and then fourth place will get $400 added to their budget. And in hopes that this will bring more, like, sorry, I'm trying not to cuss, but like more activity on campus. You'll see more people taking pictures, and they'll be like, what are they doing? You know what I mean? So they'll be like, who are you guys? And then they'll be like, oh, we're in Lasso, so you know, you get more people joining Lasso. So hopefully, if anybody has any ideas, like who would be the judge for that, or you know, like let us know about that. Right. So moving on to the next one, the personal evaluation committee and filling the vacant administrative positions. You already spoke on that. So we have the PEC. It has to get done. We have a couple vacancies. I just finished speaking with the lady from. Yeah, I don't. My apologies, I don't know the number. The local 1987 or something like that. But we're meeting with her next week, so we'll have that part filled, and we'll still need the PEC chair. Well, one more student parliament member and one student from the student body. And when we filled, then we can fill Diane's position upstairs. So we'll have our what was her position name?
Administrative supervisor.
Yeah, the administrative advisor. Yeah, so that'll take a big relief off of Joan and Fatia, because they've been working overtime. Like you guys see them over here smiling, but they're grinding it out down there. All right, so we'll move on to the next one. The SCG Corner in Donovan and website. They just fixed it up. It is beautiful. Good job, Ashley, by the way, and everybody else on the PR. If anybody has any ideas for like the website or want to help with that as well, you're more than welcome to speak with Ashley again. we want to, with the thing with the contest, we want to start posting some of that stuff up around campus as well, to make, like, make everybody happy. You know what I mean? That's so we don't need that kind of energy around. We want everybody happy. My man over here, right? All right. So if you're interested in that, let us know. Or if you have any ideas, like for wrestling lights or something, you know what I mean? You can have a look at it. Let us know. All right. Recruiting for all SCG and committees. I was in shock actually. I thought a lot of these things were filled already, but there's a lot of empty slots that we have to really fill. So Frank, Tom, Mr. Jakes, and there was a couple other folks. Who else was going? Oh, you as well. They're going to be having an event on the 3rd, I believe.
First.
No,
The
first
first?
of February.
On the 1st of February, it's going to be a, I don't know the exact name. What's the name of the event?
Student activities fair.
Yeah, student activities fair. So they have every single organization there, so you guys can meet all the different organizations like that if you're interested in going. Or if you want to help with tabling, you know, you can talk to people, listen, during SCG and stuff like that. But over there, we got like all the high energy guys there, so I don't see a problem there. So, but yeah, we're gonna try to fill all these slots hopefully by the end of the semester, and I have faith in everybody here. You know what I mean? Everybody here is like talkative. But also with that, to add to that, we can actually recruit from here. We recruited like at least 6 people from the Emerging Leaders Program. He came from it, she came from it, you came from it, and you came from it, and you came from it. So a lot of you came from it. So they're actually hurting for people right now. You know how many people signed up for it already?
No, but they don't have a lot of individuals at the moment right now. And if you know somebody or recommend someone joining the program, I recommend it. It was a great experience.
Yes, it was. So I have some flyers upstairs as well if anybody's interested. Just touch base with me after the meeting. All right. Moving on to F here. We're looking to get a kiosk to put one in Donovan with permission from Mr. Patrick and one in the library. So this kiosk basically, right now conditions and services have to put out a little plastic box, like a plexiglass, and people just walk by it. I mean, unless you're like really mad at the college or mad at the food or something like that, you're not gonna stop by there. So we wanna make it something visible where it has SCG's logo, and it's gonna make it interactive where you're sitting there, or you're typing in there. Anything you want to talk about, like, you know, we should have more events on campus. We should have more, better food that's always an example, but you got good food is good. But better food, better food at Donovan. I don't like the president of SCG, you know, tell him to tone it down, anything, you know. So we're looking for that. So once we're gonna, Frank is actually looking at different prices for the machines right now. But just give you guys a heads up because we're gonna have to vote on it if we want to spend the money on it. So, all right. Moving on to the next thing, Parliament getting more involved with student organizations. So that goes back to what we would want to do with this here. But I don't want that just to be the end of it. I want it to be where we're out there. Anything like let's say, what's the Sojourn. Sojourn does a lot of stuff on campus. I want SCG to help them as much as they can. If they're doing an event, let's say at the business school or something like that, I want to start having some representatives there. Any event that any organization on campus has, I want us to be there to support them. You know, because right now they just look at us like we're the people that they got to go to for money, you know, or for our elections and stuff like that. And I don't want it to seem like we're like overlording anything. I want to be inclusive and all that good stuff, you know? So if anybody's interested in stuff like that, touch base with us after the meeting as well. Moving on to the next one. Well, I go back to that. Removing all outdated photos and pictures around campus. So there's a lot of we actually changed a lot of the stuff that was on in Donovan in our corner, which was, we had from 2017, old stuff like that. On the video screen down at the Donovan as well, we have stuff from last year. Mr. Thurston's still on there, and there's different stuff like that. So we're gonna look to redo all that. It's already done. Oh, sorry, correction. All right, it's done. But that goes back to the contest as well. If anybody has any ideas for to get more exposure out there for SCG or organizations, please let us know as well. All right. This is a big one right here, and with your permission, Mr. Patrick, I really would think this would get us out there. Like, I would love to have one of these Parliament meetings, like at lunchtime, at Donovan, so people can see what SCG does. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, but, you know, it'll get, people don't know what we do here. Like, I'm pretty sure everybody that joined here, like, when they got here, like, oh, this is not what I was expecting, you know? You know, like, especially when we had the elections, that was a big one, you know? And that was like, you know? So, I'm hoping that we can possibly get one there. I don't know if we'll speak with Mr. Baccari on it, but yeah. All right, so, and I want to start meeting with the orgs to see how we can better serve them. So, like, that goes back to what I said in the other one. So, like I don't want them to think, like I said, like we're just the money people or the, you know. So, if they need new computers, that's one thing that's on our agenda as well. We want to start helping all the orgs, like getting them new furniture if they need it. Somehow, we gotta, wait, I saw your face. I saw your face. But all right, we'll go back to that one. So, we want to help them do all that kind of stuff, all right? So, that's another one. All right, Dragon Software. This is a big one. Sharon, where's he at? Sharon actually has been doing a lot of research for us, so we don't have to do minutes, because that takes up a lot of time. Last time, like when Diane was here, she used to do it, and she was very good at taking notes, and she would do the minutes like 2 days to be done. But it's harder for somebody that's a student, that's taking 5 or 6 classes, working, putting in time with committees, to go back and watch the video on YouTube and start annotating everything. So we're looking to get a program that's more text, speech to text. So when somebody's speaking, it'll pick it all up, and then he can just disseminate the information later and fix it all like that. So we're looking into that. This is a big one from last year, and we're starting to notice it a lot now because I'm seeing a lot of students complaining about it. Gym and library hours. There's a lot of people, like, just the other night I was here at a class, and Donovan was closing already, and people were like, I don't know where to study, you know, so I was meeting with people out there, I'm like, and that's not your fault, it's just that I don't know what's going on with the school, but hopefully we're going to have a meeting with them and start talking with them, see if we can possibly open up some rooms here, and like, maybe a student union, or not the bistro, I don't know, the bistro's open today, isn't it? Yeah, so possibly get like the bistro or something like that, where people can come in after hours and still study or something like that. And possibly get a student to man the station or something like that, you know, so we can have the school possibly pay for like a moderator, I guess you would call it, something like that. Yeah, there you go, like a work study. That works. All right. This is the one right here. All right, fundraiser to update computers and for organizations. So this one's a big one. That's why I told you to wait. So we're planning on trying to have a big fundraiser where we're going to try to reach out to Channel 10, reach out to Fox News, Hot 106, all these other people. Because Raymond can tell you, a lot of these organizations, especially like the media ones, Anchor TV, Anchor News, Wixon, they're running on a lot of outdated equipment from like 2008, 2009. So that was one thing I told Raymond before when I was on the Budget Finance Commission last year. I was like, why don't you guys have new equipment? They just don't have the money for it. So this year we're hoping that we can get together as SCG and awards, and we'll like pitch some ideas to each other, and then like see if we can raise some money. You know, we can reach out to like what's the big companies? Raytheon, stuff like that, CVS, a lot of local businesses, Cumberland Farms and stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure we can do it. And like, you know, it'll help everybody out. And like I said, we want to update all the computers and everybody's thing, because these are old computers, you know. Yeah, who here's part of one of the orgs upstairs? Anybody? Do you have a nice computer in there? No, right? So it's like 2023 right now. Like a lot of these computers are from like 2014, you know, outdated. So hopefully we can get that done. All right. We already went over the Parliament meeting, Don. I'm sorry. All right. I was hoping that April was here. This one right here was specifically for her, but I wanted to see if anybody else would be interested in doing this for her. I want to have like twice a month where we can have like therapy dogs or something like that, cats or something, where students can come in and relax with the dogs and cats and stuff like that. And I wanted to have her head that, because she loves her animals, like seriously. Like, have you seen her before? She loves animals. So I was hoping that she was here for that. But I'll reach out to her. I already spoke with her about it last semester, and I try to keep my promises. So hopefully we can do that. If anybody would love to help her or anything like that, or if you have a hand.
I would like
All right, there we go. Put Mr. Ma on there. Mr. Ma, there we go. Thank you, Mr. Ma. Yeah, anybody else interested in that? Now, spread the word, please, and we'll hopefully fill that up. We just need like 3 or 4 people, you know? All right, so that, this right now, in the meantime, while we're doing the Dragon software, we're looking for a volunteer that can possibly do minutes. Oh, sweet, that was easier than I thought, all right. So, all right, thank you. All right, that's fast. All right, so updates and remarks, Dr. Andrews is not here. All right, I'm all done with my announcements. Thank you everybody for being patient. It looked like a lot of information, but it was fast, bro. And you'll go back to the speaker. You're up.
All right, we're going to updates and remarks. Dr. Valiendras submitted leave, so I'm looking forward to Arthur Patrick.
Good evening, welcome back. I can't believe it's early January. I looked at the schedule for SCG this spring, and there's really not that many meetings, yet there's a lot of work to do, so it's exciting to see that everybody's jumping into it. Ashley and those folks that helped you for that info call, great job. We're going to take like every couple of months, instead of getting that together. Mr. President, you mentioned kiosk and monitoring, absolutely 100% on board. I think it's a great idea. Mr. Costello, I would just suggest if there's any way of buying on the wheels, maybe in the future it can also be used at other times in other areas. In terms of the Parliament meeting in 1997, again, I think it's a good idea. I do think it needs to be thought out a little more. The challenge is, why do you want to bring this meeting to where the students are? It's very tough to conduct a meeting if people are going over there just to do some studying, and other people just want to de-stress a bit, have some laughs, and have lunch. But it's worth pursuing. Not every idea is a home run, and not every idea is a strikeout. Sometimes you just have to do it to see how it goes. One suggestion I might have is that you might have a mock meeting, so people have an idea of what the process is. Other than that, I look forward to working with you guys throughout the rest of the semester, which is going to go fast. Thank you.
All right, I'm gonna yield. Is Darcy still?
Yep, she's here.
All right, I'm gonna yield the floor to Darcy for announcements.
Go.
Share that.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yep.
I can see.
So I'm excited to announce that we finally have an events calendar on the correct website. So if you just type in events, you'll see all the events that are coming up, not only from the Student Success Division, but also all the clubs. So like I saw, like Harambe has an event up there already. There's things like Winterfest, which is a really big event that's going to be happening on Saturday, February 18th. Every single Thursday, there's now a series in Donovan Dining at 6 p.m. It'll be like either bingo or karaoke or like spoken word. So we're trying to develop a little bit more of just a culture of people, wanting to attend events a little bit more often. And it's been nice because all the opening events that we've had so far have been really, really well attended. And I'm hoping that the communication of not just me sending out emails, but also knowing where you can go on the website to find out what's going on campus will help get more people involved on campus. So I thought that was a nice update. We're working with the senior class on their senior week and their fundraising efforts. So every year the senior class fundraises for something on campus. And this year the senior class is going to be fundraising for our emergency fund, which means when students are, maybe like they need $500 left to register for classes, or they need, $200 for books, things like that, the emergency fund helps them. So I thought that was really awesome of the senior class to do that, and I'm hoping that maybe that'll kick off senior classes in the future from kind of doing the same thing.
All right, we're going on to appointments, resignations, and vacancies. I'm gonna yield before James yet again.
Thank you, everybody, again. We have a couple resignations. Javier Fuentes is resigning from Parliament. He has his own reasons at the time. He doesn't have any classes this semester, but Kennedy Hill as well, have the time because of classes as well. Mr. Pierce Mott will be resigning from the SOC. Was it?
Student organizations. Committee.
Yeah, he's actually moving over to another one. We're still in the process of getting that done. Frank Costello resigned from PEC as he's now the SCG Executive Council, Deputy Speaker. We have a lot of open positions as well that we have to fill. We mentioned all that stuff. All right, okay. We're going to appoint Jennifer Gonzalez to the Academic Affairs Committee. So we're going to right now. Jennifer. Who else do we have here? Lydia Luther. Oh, Frank's the new chair. Is that all new? Okay. But we're not supposed to put the new one in the chair because they're already done. So also Lydia Luther to the committee, Conditions and Services Committee. First choice. So Lydia Luther. All right. And then, wow, both of them are same thing again. Jennifer and Lydia as well on the Elections Committee. Wow, girls, you guys are killing it, huh? All right, Lydia. Yeah, she told me to write it. Well, I'll do it afterwards. Yeah, take some time. All right, moving on. This was a big one. We actually had the Personal Evaluation Committee, and we discussed it over our e-board meeting last week. And I'd like to announce that Sharon Brower is the new chair for the PEC committee. I know you're going to do a good job, buddy. All right, go down, add it to the slot. Pierce Mott is also currently appointed to the PEC. So with that, that's the one that we really need filled, and we're full right now. I think we just need one more person from the student body, and we're full, and we can fill Diane's slot upstairs. So that's great. Moving on. So Student Organizations Committee, Christian Shavala, he wants to be in on that one too. So Christian was part of our student community government. A lot of you guys remember him from the Emerging Leaders Program as well. So he has a lot of, he doesn't have too much time because he does a lot of work on one thing, but it's good to see him back as well. Another non-student parliament member, Ryan Martin, also wants in as well. So we just need some more. Let me see, 1, 2. So we need 2 more parliament members for this committee and 3 more. Wow, that's good. That'll fill up fast, I think. All right. College council assignments. We're still missing some assignments. Oh, Ian, who's this? All right. Committee on Academic Policies and Procedures. I appointed. Was appointed by the president of the college. We have Ian Haley. I don't know who the gentleman is, but congratulations. Moving forward. All right, Performing Arts Commission, Mr. Edward. You're in that one, so congratulations, buddy. that's part of one of the school committees. Advisory Committee for Undergraduate Individuals. Right there, right? Where's the copy? Oh, this person? Oh, that was already old. That's pretty much it. So that's it for resignations, appointments, and vacancies. Well, actually, no. If you want to mention to them again.
What was the college ones again?
The college one. So, I'm on the council of Rhode Island College in Fatio by Bobby.
No, I mean specifically like on this.
Oh, Ian Haley
On which committee?
on the Committee of Academic Policies and Procedures. And that's it. But no, Edward. And Edward is on a Performing and Fine Arts Committee. Right. All right. And if you want to mention to them one more time about the vacancies, like guys, there's 2 positions open again, like the chief of staff and the SOC director. Was it SOC?
The student organization coordinator.
Yeah, student organization coordinator or /director. They pay pretty well, so if you you're interested, the petitions, not the petitions, the declarations form will be upstairs, or if you want to fill it out right after this meeting, good too. All right, so yield the floor to Mr. Fiore, and thank you guys for your time.
All right, we're gonna be doing the issues of Parliament members, so if anybody wants to bring anything else,
Wait, did we go through the leaves already?
Yeah.
Just want to make sure.
Does anybody have anything you want to talk about, or any suggestions, ideas?
Frank?
Alright, thank you, Tom. I just want to remind everyone that condition services is a really great opportunity to have a tangible, like effect on the college community. You can really enact change on here, and I think that you should, whether you join that committee or any of them, they're all like fun. Like we have fun at the student organization committee, and there's a time for everyone. Like if you like personal finance, like obviously join finance. But if you want to have an impact, if you want to, whether you're making bacon every day at Donovan or building an entirely new dorm, that's what conditions and services is for. And if you have availability on Wednesday afternoon, it's tentative, but if you have that availability, I would love to have you join my committee and we can make great things happen. That's all I have. I'll yield the floor to Tom.
All right, anyone else? Aston?
Sorry, I just wanted to bring up some events that are happening. February 16th, we're having that Valentine's Day dance. So it's going to be in the Student Union Ballroom, 7 to 11 p.m. So make sure you guys, we're going to have flyers printed out and ready for you guys to help promote and advertise it on campus to improve like students' involvement and engagement here. Just to have a fun night, and celebrate Valentine's Day and have fun. Yeah.
Tell the name.
We would like to anoint them to call, so anoint them.
Yeah, seriously, it would be a fun event. It's gonna be like SCG's first big event that we're hosting on campus. It's gonna be real fun. We're gonna have a photo booth and little things to do and little foods, finger foods and snacks. So it'll be fun. I'll have that flyer and everything ready by next week. And also Lasso and Harambe are doing a co-sponsorship event that's called Rep Your Flag. It's gonna be February 17th. That's Friday, 8 to 1 a.m. I believe tickets are $5, but if you bring your flag, since it's Rep Your Flag, it's a discounted rate at $3. So definitely bring your flag, rep your country, rep your culture. It's just a way for students to get involved and share their cultures here. Be diverse and include each other and just have a good time. So definitely be on the lookout for the flyer. I think it's already posted on Briggs Lasso, our Instagram. But if you need any more information, reach out to myself or Jennifer. She's also part of our committee and our executive board. So thank you.
Thank you, Tom. Actually, I just want to tell you really quick that your phone exit out of the Zoom.
That's it.
Okay, so
That was it. We'll call her back right now. That's okay.
Good eye.
We only get 30 minutes with the free. I'm sorry.
Anyone else?
Guys, also, I'm going to be stepping down as the president for Student Veterans of America. I'm going to be involved with them. I'm going to focus more on here right now. There's more work to be done here. So I know a couple of you guys went with us last year. We did a couple of hikes. It was fun. You went on a couple with us. You went with us. So if you guys are interested in hiking, I know you are. It's your thing. So you're more than welcome to have. We would love to have you. So anybody interested? We're going to supply food and stuff like that. So after the hike, get everybody hydrated and fed. Huh?
What time?
It's usually, it depends. Some of them are at 10 o'clock. It's every other Saturday. So, breaking my heart. So, anyway, so it's every other Saturday, and we do different places. The big one this year is going to be Beavertail Cove. It's, we meet over here. If anybody needs rides, we supply the rides, and we drop everybody back off later. But if you have your own car, you're more than welcome to meet us there. It's fun. We have a great time. You have fun, right? Right, Mr. Sharon? Yeah. We take pictures and stuff like that. Get out into nature. De-stress from studying and stuff like that. So that's up there too. So, all right.
All right. Anyone else?
So I wanted to say a couple things. I guess the first one would be Happy Wednesday. Thank you guys for taking time out of your busy lives to show up and make a difference. I think the two things that were on the top of my head, the first one would be, you said the Valentine's party is coming soon, flyers or things to actually get people to show up and enjoy it. I feel like is important, like you said, it's like the first big event, so, and you said 240 people, it would be nice to at least get 50 to 100 at the very least, but like 50 to 100 happy people to be there, not just showing up to just show up. And then the second thing, because you brought up therapy animals, which I love that idea, I mean, I don't know if you need a dog for that, but I feel also because it's the therapy part of it, there's free therapy at school, and I don't want everybody to be like, oh yeah, I went to the free therapy at school, but the free therapy at school is free, and it's great for business, and I feel like it should be advertised because free therapy on the house, and as stressed out or overwhelmed, anxiety-ridden college students, I feel like there's no better place to go.
Alright. Anyone else?
Motion to adjourn the meeting.
Alright. I'd like a motion to adjourn the meeting. First by Sharon, second by Jennifer. Alright, all in favor?